Melissa here with Crescent Moon Tarot doing a client reading. Client, if you're watching now, I suggest you go find a safe, quiet area where you won't be disturbed to watch this video so you may fully immerse yourself into it and absorb all the information I have to offer you. If you are unable to do that at this time, please bookmark this video and watch it later when you can fully devote yourself to what spread is coming forth. My client that I'm reading for today, P, has asked, I am dating a man named J, and things are going very well. I would love to know what I can do to make this relationship even better, maybe what he feels. If there are any other obstacles or advice from Spirit that I should know, I would like to. And so I have created a spread called the Bullseye spread. It is a follow-up to the other spread I created for the same client, incidentally, called the Cupid's Arrow spread. And the Bullseye spread will use 9 cards, 8 of which are tarot and 1 of which is an oracle card, to answer this question. I'll be using the Fenestra deck by Chatria, and I will also be using the Healing with the Fairies oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. I've already shuffled the cards for the sake of brevity, so I will start pulling cards and see where the spread goes. The first card is your roots, where the relationship started. And that card we have the moon. There might have been some insecurities, there might have been some doubts. Perhaps you weren't really sure that this was a relationship worth pursuing. You might have been uncertain as to what your feelings were as well as your partner's true intentions. And so it could have gotten off to a bit of a rocky beginning. You might have withheld information from one another, and it could have been preceded with a little bit of trepidation. Your next card is where your relationship is headed, and for that one, you've received the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles has got a lot of work going on, but there is a lot of benefit to be had from that work. Of course, all relationships take work and dedication, and sometimes even sacrifice long hours, but in the end, the product is absolutely worth it. The card after that represents any potential challenges in that relationship, and you have received the Ace of Wands. And what this tells me is there could be a bit of reluctance to new ideas, to change, to trying something different. Perhaps you and your partner are traditionalists and enjoy the way things have always been. Either your family or his family may do holidays a certain way, and one of you would like to change. Maybe that goes on. I only say that now because we have the holidays coming in just the next month or so, and for couples that have not been together very long, deciding whose house you're going to have it at, or if you're going to host it yourself, can oftentimes be the cause of many arguments. A potential resolution to that challenge, don't be scared, the Death card, change, maybe even a little bit of sacrifice. You may have to reinvent the way you've done things in the past to make it work now together in a relationship as a couple. There may be some drastic changes, and you might have to sacrifice, as well as your partner might have to sacrifice, exactly what you want to make sure all parties are happy, especially because in a relationship it's not just the two of you, but your respective families as well. So your next card is how to celebrate your love together. And for that card you received the High Priestess. The High Priestess balances wisdom and integrity with emotions and intuition. And she is very much in balance, much like the tides and the moon, ebbing and flowing. There is a back and forth sort of within the High Priestess. And that back and forth will help you celebrate your love together by maintaining a balance in a partnership and equality between emotion and wisdom. Your next card represents his love language. And love languages are a great theory by a person whom I forgot his name, but his theory is about how each individual feels love and shows love differently. And so for this card, we have the Five of Cups. And I'm going to interpret this a little bit differently from the traditional meaning. Traditionally, it means disappointment. But here, as his love language, I see sacrifice. I see if there is an argument or a disagreement or even any kind of discussion between the two of you, if he folds and he just says, it's whatever you like, whatever you want, your call, honey. Him forfeiting, throwing in the towel, not pushing for what he originally wanted is how he is telling you he loves you, that your desires are greater than his own. And he's willing to make that sacrifice for you because to him, your happiness and your wants and your desires are more important. And now your love language, the Star. Hope and maybe dreaming. The Star talks about, or means rather, the Star means kind of wishing and hoping your innermost desires. And you feel that whenever you open yourself up and you take on that vulnerability and you share that with Jay, that you are being the most honest and open that you possibly can, and sharing with him your hopes and dreams for the future, and maybe even your concerns for the future. That vulnerability is how you're telling him that you love him and that you go to him for support and maybe guidance and advice. He's your fix-it man, you know. He is the one that you trust to take your problems and to help you with them in an intimate way that a friend or a family member could not. And now a secret strength of the relationship is what this card means, and you have received the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is the card. It's usually shown by a castle. It's the happily ever after card, right up there with the Ten of Cups. There is wealth and abundance and happiness and joy, and there is fruitfulness together as a couple in a relationship. There is strength and security, definitely of the financial sort. There is also kind of the worth and the value between the two of you is at its utmost peak. That is a huge strength of the relationship, and perhaps you've even underestimated how much that affects y'all's relationship right now at this time. The potential and the possibility for greatness to be had together as a team, as a partnership. And now your final card, the message from the fairies, from the Healing with the Fairies Oracle deck. Just something the fairies would like you to remember and to keep in mind. Dreams coming true. Everyone is entitled to their happily ever after. Everyone is entitled to having their dreams come true. Cinderella was able to find her glass slipper, and she got her Prince Charming, and so can you. Absolutely. Dreams come true. That is such a beautiful message from the fairies. I really don't think I even need to elaborate much more. I think you know for yourself what exactly that means. Not a lot of interpretation needed. Dreams come true. Thank you so much for watching this client video. If you would like to request your own client video, please feel free to email me, contact me via comment section. I'll message you directly, or find me on Tumblr at crescentmoontarot.tumblr.com, and we can work out what your question is, and I'll be happy to design a personal spread exactly made just for you. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a blessed day.